Now for tonight, the U.S. squad will face a very good Russian goalkeeper in Cherchesov.
He's known for his steadiness and his very good strength on high balls. Number 5, Anopka, the Russian Player of the Year.
Now, the Russians also have some good players up front, but they're very young.
They are young. In fact, number 9, Vestchasnik, is only 18 years of age.
Another player to watch up top, the forward, number 11, Radchenko. Now, on the opposite side for the U.S., some very familiar faces at the back. Marcelo Balboa is always there in international games.
Balboa, as well as Lëpper, have played every minute of full international play for the United States this year.
On the midfield side, some different players. Desmond Armstrong, Peter Woodring, for example, too, and even Peter Vermees.
Peter Vermees playing now wide on the flank as opposed to all the way up top as more of a center forward. Peter Woodring, his first appearance for the U.S. team, he's playing with Hamburg now.
And it'll be interesting to see how Klobos and Henderson work together up top as forwards. Well, the U.S. is getting ready, looking for their first full international win for 1993. To do it, they'll have to face a solid Russian team. That's coming up next here in Orlando, Florida at the Citrus Bowl. You're watching the... Clavijo puts it ahead. Henderson coming back for it. Clavijo, good job to switch it. Off a knock, Kinnear heads it down. Coming through the U.S. with a shot that goes over the goal. Woodring having the first good U.S. chance of the match. 0-0 Russia and the United States in the first half.
After 25 games, my daughter can give her soccer shirt a real workout. And her uniform could have faded beyond recognition after all those washings. But it hasn't, because I'm using Tide. Tide has Color Guard, so it tackles most tough stains and helps prevent the colors from fading. So if she doesn't grow too much, this uniform might even last another season.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
U.S. fans aren't happy right now because a goal is scored by the Russian team against the U.S. as we went to commercial break.
And here it comes from the opposite side, played in behind, and I believe it was Peter Vermees who did not push out like the rest of the defenders, and it no longer was it then an offside call.
Sergeyev gets credit for the goal. It is his second international goal, and this is 8th appearance, and it's a 1-0 lead now for Russia. So that early giveaway is costly right now for the U.S. They trail 1-0. Tough tackle as Sergeyev was coming through. On the double team, Armstrong winning it. Desmond Armstrong looking wide open on the left wing. They find Woodring, but he didn't get the good pass at the right time, and now 2 players going down, and Woodring will be called for that foul.
The goal resulting from this corner kick. It's pushed in. Now here's Armstrong. He has a chance to clear this ball with his left foot. He doesn't play it far enough out, so the Russian team is allowed to keep this attack alive, and they do so nicely in doing a switch of play here. The long ball played first time to the opposite side. Vermees is caught watching the ball. The player in behind him is able to walk in then and beat Tony Meola, and he really had not much of a look at. Sergeyev is the one that finished it, and he walked in unopposed.
Back line, there's a header, but it goes wide of Cherchesov. And there'll be a goal kick coming up.
The goal here again, resulting from the corner. There's Armstrong. The ball's not cleared. The ball then played by the Russians a couple times. There's Radchenko, and then the assist going there from the opposite side. Walking Sergeyev coolly slots the ball.
Radchenko looking wide open for the moment anyway. Now Carpine plays it out. That's Chestnut.
So much space there for Carpine near the U.S. goal.
Looking, shooting, and that one goes over Tony Meola. The shot taken by Ledayakov.
And when you're going to tackle at midfield, this is the type of thing near the sideline. You better tackle like you mean it. And when you say tackle like you mean it, take a look at this by Fernando Clavijo as he steps in, times it perfectly, and then brings in both legs just for good measure and a little bit of intimidation as well. Comes up with the ball. Clavijo, by a number of years, the oldest player on the field, but playing as hungry as a rookie. I'll win it first.
Time running out. The scoreboard clock naturally is stopped at 2 minutes. Here's Tadeo. Chased back by Vermees. The U.S. must collect themselves at halftime. Mistakes like this could really cost them. Here's Chris Chestnut. Onside. The shot off Meola. Meola got a right hand, it looked like, on it. Right near the end of the first Apparently he didn't if they don't give it unless they had a foul earlier.
There you look at the baby face. 18 years of age. Had a golden opportunity there. And again, it was the U.S. team not looking coordinated whatsoever when they pulled out defensively, because he walks in, everyone else is trapping, the U.S. defense is up, he puts the ball wide. Meola cut the angle pretty well, but he had more time. He rushed it, but here's the long ball through. The U.S. team pushing up, but not pushing up in a coordinated fashion, leaving Bezchasnik then all the way through for a breakaway. Now look at all the time he has. He's not got a great angle, but he could have taken another 2-3 steps, tried to fake Meola, and then placed the ball.
I thought Meola had touched it. The replay shows that he did not. So Russia almost scores there right at the end.
You were talking about number 9, Bezchasnik, only 18 years of age. From here in about 4 or 5 weeks, he's going on to Australia to play in the Youth World Cup.
Long shot taken, and fortunately for the U.S., Rodchenko just missed. I was going to say, how good will Bezchasnik be when he shaves? Rodchenko, though, found the opening. That was one heck of a shot if he had a real gun in that one.
Taking his chances from well outside, trying to surprise Tony Meola, and the ball was dipping.
See if the U.S. comes out with a little more high pressure from the defensive standpoint. They forced the giveaway. Kinnear has it blocked. There's that man again, Rodchenko, doing it on the defensive end. Today was behind the defense. A good run back by Kobe Jones, but today walks in, and he missed. Meola was right there as well, but whoever said it's a game of inches is absolutely right. Good run back, though, by Kobe Jones in support.
Today it took the bump well, though, from Jones to manage to stay in the attack. Rodchenko started again. Now this ball is flipped to the other side, and Kobe Jones is racing back, trying to cover up, and he bumps Tadeo. Tadeo keeps his balance. Look at that. Missed by about 4 inches, 5 inches.
Right now, it's time to tell you about today's American Airlines something special in the air play of the game. We're going to see it here. It happened earlier in the first half of play. Russia on the attack. Tony Meola coming out of his goal. Nice cutback. We'll see Armstrong coming in from the top portion of your screen. He makes the block. American Airlines, the official airline of U.S. Soccer, and the World Cup team congratulates Desmond Armstrong for a play that is truly something special in the air. Coming back, look at the space. Coming through, there's a chance for Russia, and it is just shot in wide by Ivanov, number 4. Well, Russia almost put the icing on this cake here in Orlando. Right now, it remains a 1-0 lead, so the U.S. still has a chance when we come back to Orlando. Hard for the U.S. to come back when they don't have the ball. Tadeo coming back on the left side. Ivanov cutting it inside. The shot taken, not enough on it. Meola's right there after Matejev's shot.
And well held by Meola, too.
Right now, time to tell you that tonight's Snickers World Series of Soccer most valuable players are Sergeyev. First of all, for the Russian team, he is the most valuable player. Oleg Sergeyev. He had scored 1 goal earlier. Plestov. Now to Chernisov. Taken away. Joe-Max ball. Tripped up. The referee has blown the whistle, but I don't see him pointing to the penalty spot. He may say that he was tripped right outside the area on an imaginary line.
Well, we should be able to see that on the replay.
I think if there's a foul, he's in the box.
Let's see how creative this call may have been. He's tugging on the shirt initially of the Russian defender, and he's bumped. It is outside the box. I'm going to agree with that one. Not by much. He got his leg on the ball and was clipped slightly. It's a close call either way, really, because he was fouling as much as the Russian defender was.
He never signaled towards the penalty spot, but this is a dangerous one anyway. Just over 18 yards away. Who's going to strike it? Joe-Max among those back there. With Mihalik and Klopas. Maybe a little trickery here. On the direct kick. Mihalik, first man over, lets it go. Joe-Max the shot saved. Cherchenkov. Rebound. Bальбоа found on it. And then it's cleared away, but the U.S. had 2 great chances there. With 2 minutes remaining, and now the scoreboard clock is stopped here in Orlando, or should have been stopped. Now it is at 1:57. That's unofficial time. So we know that there are less than 2 minutes. may be some injury time, though, tacked on by the referee. A few players have been down for the count here in the second half of play. Hope you're enjoying this World Series of Soccer match from Orlando, Florida, here at the Citrus Bowl. I'm John Paul Della Camera. Ty Keel, who has been with us upstairs, is headed downstairs. We'll try and talk with one of the U.S. players at the conclusion of this match. Cherchesov came up very big seconds ago on that blast from Joe-Max Moore. A lot of different things could happen. This one goes out of play on the sideline. We've seen different starting lineups. Borum Milutinovic still trying to put things together. And we know the European players won't be here. At least we're told that next week. That is it. The referee has put a stop to this one. Juan Pablo Escobar says that's enough. We've gone 90 minutes, and the end result is a 1-0 win for Russia. Sergeyev will score the goal. It's the first loss for the U.S. squad in 1993 after a pair of ties and then a win over FC Zurich. So there's your final score. 1-0, Russia wins it. We still have plenty more to talk about, so rejoin Ty and I when we come back to Orlando.